made it to Ennis for Texas Truck Jam, I think is what they're calling it, or it's like diesels versus everything, or what's it called?
It's diesels versus the world.
Diesels versus the world.
That's their no prep tonight, and then the rest is Texas.
Okay, so we're here. We've got Mitchell's truck and run 590 index. It's Thursday. We're gonna do some testing, make sure it's where we think it is, get it dialed back or dialed up, whatever it needs, and hopefully tomorrow things can go rounds and Mitchell doesn't suck, the truck doesn't suck, everything works. Getting some stuff taken out, getting things organized, fixing the toolbox from being on the road, all that good stuff. So we'll check back with you here in a minute when we get ready for the first pass. They're swapping tires out now, and then we'll make sure tuning and everything's good. We still have to set up the AEM dongle that we got from Firepunk that will bring in all of the EFI Live information. So we get that set up and get it working. That way when I look at a data log, I have everything I could need. I don't need a data log with EFI Live. It should make tuning the truck a lot easier too. So we'll get that all set up. We'll probably have some clips from me talking about that once we get it set up. And we'll go from there.
Just looking like you're working, or are you actually working?
I had to do something. Jeffrey sucks.
We have the hand wipes. We didn't bring those, did we?
Yeah, I grabbed a right there.
Right there.
I got them for you.
It's a tub of towels. Towels in this tub.
Mitchell's up there getting ready for bed.
Dude, I was falling asleep this morning. I was like,
I was sleeping for a little bit.
Yeah.
Whole whopping 4 hours of sleep last night.
You only snored a little bit.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I don't hear myself when I'm sleeping.
Kind of get the rip'ems back. Rip'ems on the AM work on one screen, but not the other. So Paul is trying to beep boopity boop up changes to make RPM work.
I mean, I'll just switch the screens.
Yep.
I don't know why it's not working. I have the correct one selected and it's not working. Okay. All right. We've got everything ready to go. Tire pressure's checked. We got the data logger set up. Everything's working on it. It's all good to go.
Nathan Wheeler just fucked up the video.
Oh, I'm sorry.
How's it going, man?
How you doing, buddy?
Good, good.
Good to see you. I'll get another one. Oh,
No,
you're good.
no, come on.
What you got?
What's up?
Oh, I got it all.
You just hanging out, huh?
I got all the good stuff.
You got all the good stuff.
I'm ready to see this thing.
That's literally what we're working on doing. I'm giving him a little intro to us heading up, and then we're gonna go see if the tune that went 584 will do the same thing again, or faster, and then we'll work on dialing it back, or up if it's slower. So,
Love it.
yeah.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, we'll try that real quick, and then when we get back, we'll let her cool down and review logs, and we can hang out.
I'll be going.
I gotta put my teeny shoes on.
Nice.
Okay, tire pressures are checked. We're getting ready to head to the line. Got the data logger working. Mitchell's suited up. Everything should be good to go. We're gonna go see if the same tune-up that went roughly 580s last time we went out, we'll do the same thing again. If it's a little slow, we'll turn it up. If it's a little fast, we'll turn it down. But other than that, see if we can just get an A to B pass and everything works. See if Mitchell can not push the bump button so much. And by so much, I mean he's got to like breathe on it because it's touchy. So We're working on talking with Davis Technologies and Ryan on trying to figure that one out. So yeah, see what it does.
This side a little bit.
Do what?
This side needs to be snugged down a little bit. There we go. That's good.
I might just hop in, like open the door a little bit and like hop on the side.
That's fine. If you want to turn the bottle too while you're back there.
Okay.
Do you want to see how close it is? How close do you think it was to 590?
591.
It had to be like a 90 with like a 5 or something.
89.6.
Hey, Mitchell.
What do you think, Mel?
That's awesome. So proud.
86.9. I thought it was 89.6. I read it. I read 89.6, and I was like, God, I'm good.
Hey,
What? It was 64.
what? Pull
What's it?
lockup out just a little bit or something? Or?
Yeah, we've talked about moving lockup out. Honestly, we've got too big of a jet. So we're running a spool.
135 for the 6 and 6.
The spool's a 40, and then we're running an 088 for the first kit. We don't have any fuel in it, so it's not really making a lot. Like, we ran it on fuel, it made 875. With spray, it made 1,030.
Let me see that.
So probably what we'll do is we'll take that 88 down to like a 70. Just see. I'd rather, which our buddy Gideon thinks we just need to play with lockup. He's like, it's more consistent. I'm like, I would agree, except we're really not spraying much.
I was like, I watched the fucking beams drop. I'm like, there's no way that I didn't get a time.
586.9.
Oops, a little fast.
You're not as excited as what Paul was. Paul was
I was not get a time. I was like, no. He's like, what the fuck?
I know. I'm like, I was like, are you serious? I'm like, I watched the beam go down. I was like, there's no way.
You coasted from half track to a 1030.
119.
That's crazy.
119.
135, 60 foot, and literally the exact same 60
It's the
foot.
exact same 60 foot. It's
That shit is sticky, and the brakes work phenomenal.
really.
Hell
All the
yeah.
brakes. I jam them. I'm like, mid.
God dang, they are hot.
I told you.
Shit.
Well, I also drug them through the pits a little bit.
Paul, tell us about the first pass and what the data log looks like.
Trash and trash. No, I'm just kidding. First pass went good. A to B, 135 to the 60 foot, 380 to half track, 586.9 at 119. Log looks good. Trans pressure is good. Shook points are good. I didn't even look at EGTs, but I imagine they're not hot. Peak EGT of 1439 degrees. Yeah, everything's good. It's doing what it's told. We need to take just a little bit out of it. When we dynoed it, it made with 200. Well, let's see, it was like 150 less microseconds, and we're not at very much to begin with. Only picked up like 40 or 50 horsepower. So we might go back to that, which we've already got it on there. We just got to switch the tune from 3 to 2.
and see what that runs. If it goes like mid 90s, then we'll split the difference, and I'll make a couple tunes that should put us real close, and then we'll just go from there. There's a lot of options for slowing it down. We could move lockup out, we could change nitrous, we could pull fuel out. Everybody's got a different opinion on it. The goal is to run 590 if we can. That's 2 passes now. We went 84 and 86, so we need to slow it down a couple hundredths, and it should be dialed and ready for tomorrow. But for driving 12 hours, pulling it out of the trailer and shooting it down the track and going that off the trailer for its second ever full pass, and both passes within 200ths, I'd say we're good to go. So we'll get some power pulled out of it and make another test pass here in, I don't know, 30 minutes or an hour. If that gets us close, then we'll probably just call it for an evening, and then Mitchell can go home and start playing some reaction time games and figuring that out. So we did test. I can see now with Firepunk's, I don't know if they have a name for it, but their little dongle that plugs in and gives us information that EFI Live would see. I can see when he releases the button, and I can actually mark where he releases the button to the first signal pickup for GPS speed, and it takes 279 thousandths of a second for the truck to move from the time he lets go of the button. So I always practice my reaction time stuff with a 250 thousandths rollout, and that's pretty accurate. It's pretty close. These things are just, they're big. Even at 4,850 pounds, it's still heavy by race car standards. So it's heavy, it's 4-wheel drive, it's got a lot of slop in the drive line because it's, you know, AAM axles and stuff. So anyways, it's, everybody always wonders why it's so hard to cut a light off trans brake in these. That's why. They just, by the time you let go of the button and it moves, it takes a minute. So we'll make some changes, we'll make another pass and see where it goes.
Time to put your big boy pants on, Mitch. Is that, you ever watch the other guys?
We ran water through that frame rail like for 30 minutes, and it still just loses shit.
It's fine. We got tractors and stuff. Oh, so close.
89.1. So close. We lost a whole mile an hour though. Mitchell, I don't know if you can hear me. That was a 589.1. Okay, it went 589.1. But it went 133.8 to the 60 foot this time. Last pass it went 135.8, so it's 200ths faster. 200ths slower to the 60 foot would have put us at roughly a 91 or a 92. So I just think we need to run that. He needs to work on the light anyways. If he wants to make more passes, we can make more passes. That was a 250 reaction. We need like an 025, not a 250. Your reaction time was a 250.
Okay, I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if it's...
That's bad.
What?
That's bad.
That's like I would have been halfway to the 60 foot before you left.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't have been that bad, but it would have been like at the 60 foot. If you were racing somebody that cut like an 060 light, you'd already be behind like that.
Everett says that's bad as he stabs the brakes at the line.
I did that one time. I had it. My average was like an 06.
It went 189.1, but you picked up 200ths to the 60 foot. So really, that's like a 91 or a 92.
Okay.
So I think we just leave it.
Yeah.
And then let it cool down for a bit, and then you just need to start working on tree.
Yeah.
But that bump was great.
Okay.
Like when you trans brake and floor it to go in, just bump it then, because you bumped perfect. Like you weren't.
I was like, man, this guy acts like he knows what he's been doing.
That looked good, and then it was like, and he's like, ah.
I wasn't really like, I didn't know what to expect because that's the first time I've watched the tree ever.
Right.
I was like,
And if you think you see yellow,
Pulled
go.
a whole mile per hour out of it. Yeah, 1 mile per hour is what we pulled out by changing that jet.
That's crazy. I don't even think any of us checked tire pressure.
But it went. Well, so we could check it now. I'm kind of curious. That's the area by side, but it's in my side by side. All right, so we're getting ready to test the bump on Mitchell's truck. It's been really aggressive, and we're using a Davis Technologies Smart Relay, and it's kind of Brian Milliken's baby after calling Davis Technologies. So we messaged him. He told us some stuff has changed, so we're going to try it now and see what it does. We're going to keep going down until it doesn't bump. So I basically cut what we had in half, and we'll see what happens. So. Barely did you hit it.
I mean, it was a little bit more than when I was in the line that time.
Yeah, let me turn it down a little bit more. I would like to get it where it's like really tame. I shut it off again just to make sure it's safe. And then now start it. Do it again. You're not on the floor?
Oh, I was on the floor. I was sitting.
On it. So if you want to just roll it back in, leave the water, turn the water pump fan on. Probably have to kind of do 89 more last pass.
We'll take some duct tape and duct
88.7. It's close. Reaction time was a little bit better this time too. He's learning. Did you like get it in neutral before you were out on the throttle or something?
At the end of the track?
It almost sounded like it unlocked the converter or something.
At the end of the track?
Yeah.
No, my foot slipped off of the, as I grunt across the traps, my foot slipped off, and then that's what made the bubble. It was me. Yeah, it wasn't drunk.
Okay, I was like, it was a weird noise. I wasn't sure if it was like the converter.
What was the reaction time that time? Any better?
175. So, I mean, a little bit better.
Yeah.
The bump was significantly better.
Yeah.
Like it barely moved.
Yeah. I think just with time, like if we test again tomorrow, even though after qualifying tomorrow, I guarantee I'll be under 1.
That one was 88.7, so 4 thousandths of a second quicker.
And DA is dropping.
And the DA got worse.
Worse?
Yeah. Diesels don't make sense. They're stupid. It's dumb. So we're gonna take jet out of it again.
Yeah. Go to like a 65
or 63.
Or 63, whatever we have.
Okay.
We'll just do that. Hey Paul, are you happy?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was happy when it went what it did on the trailer. I mean, 135 first pass, and then it's been 135, 134, 133, 135, 135. Like that's perfect. We don't need to get after the 60 foot so much that we end up with something that's potentially unmanageable. So even throughout the day-to-day, like right now the track was super sticky. The second pass of the day, 60 foot was actually better when the track wasn't as good. First pass today was super sticky, so we just already different variables, and it's very tame leaving, honestly. Like it probably looks rowdy to some people, but like it looks
It's like 20, was it like 22 pounds of boost on the launch?
23 or 24.
Okay.
Yeah. So, no, it's good. I'm happy with it. 6.0. All right, we need to go halfway between those two runs.
What is it?
6.05. And then the last run, I pulled some fuel out and we dropped a whole tenth and a half almost. So I'll split the difference and that should be good. Another option would be put nitrous back in. I think I'd rather just split the difference. We dropped a bunch of mile per hour too. It goes down to 116 with the
The 60 foot was where it got us. There's only 141 of the 60 foot. His reaction time was better. Still not great, but better.
What was it?
121 reaction time.
Oh yeah.
That'll go.
It's
What? Hey, what's your guess?
593.
no 605.
Oh no, not that much. I told him when I came back, I'm like, it felt slow.
Look how much mile per hour it lost. 2.5 miles per hour. Oh, and look at the 60 foot.
Okay. I mean, my reaction time is slowly.
It was it's better. Yeah, every
Getting
time
better.
you picked up.
Yeah.
You picked up about the same air, about 500s every time.
So I had a slight leak before I pulled back up, and the trans flew already on the ground. So
I didn't see any of it came off the track.
yeah, probably old.
You've been kind of doing tests with bump and all that shit, spool up and.
Turn the nitrous on. We're getting the grill ready.
Come on now.
We're hanging out. Great day of testing.
Oh, it's a phenomenal day.
Great day.
Great day for hay.
Great
Sunburn?
fishing in Quebec.
Sunburns.
Well, your guesstimated time frame from the data log was only like 0.2 seconds off.
Yep. So data log from Beacon was 584. We did 586 off the trailer.
You want to explain that because we didn't really talk about that.
Yeah. So the 584 pass, which we have now verified that is not wrong because it was 20 degrees cooler that day. He tried bumping in and it bumped through, but I could see when the run started and when it stopped, and that's where we got the 584 from. So come down here, first pass goes 586, like, well,
Confirmed.
that works.
Yeah.
So, and then the mile per hour was a lot higher than I thought. It was 119.
Yeah.
So almost 120. So then we changed some nitrous jets after the 586 pass.
Yeah.
And it goes 589, and then it went 588, and then I pulled 100 microseconds of fuel out, and it went 605. So,
Which felt way slower.
yeah.
But then
well,
the,
60 was slow, like
the
141.
88
It just felt so.
The 588 pass was like a 133 60.
Yeah, it was quick to the 60 foot, so it should have been slower. So realistically, it's close. He just chopped all a little early, calibrated lift.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, I think the plan will be split what we did back. So we went from 1,050 to, I think I said 950.
Yeah.
So probably do 1,000 and see where that puts us. And then if that doesn't make us go number one qualifier, then we'll go back and go 605 and get a qualifying spot. I don't know how many people are going to show up for 590.
I don't know. I mean,
He said it's a gas and diesel deal.
I don't know if it's gas and diesel in all classes or if it's gas.
He
and...
said 590 was, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I know.
That's
So
wrong.
Cooking with Paul Cato.
yeah, getting the grill going.
You want to talk about why this setup actually works?
Because everything was done in Maverick.
Because it's not.
Because everything was done in Maverick.
It's not a guess off of 25 different people's opinions.
Yeah.
I took all of the dumb I did in the first 2 years doing 590 and went, this combination works. This isn't just the first time we had one that was like this. We did Justin McNichol's Duramax truck. It'd be a Chevy truck, had a Cummins in it. He went like 6.0 something off the trailer. The key is, didn't have to be us, but just if you find somebody that can do all of it, let them do all of it.
That hasn't done it before.
Yeah, that's like, this has been done. It's going to work. Just do what they say to do. If not, and you want to have everybody else's opinions, don't expect to go 580 off the trailer because it doesn't work that way. You're going to spend a year trying to figure out how to not suck. Ask me how I know.
Just got 29 years doing that.
Hey!
Mel, what did you think of today?
I thought it went great.
Yeah.
She was just making money the whole time.
Working the
Cooking her
OT.
legs and making money.
She was in overtime 2 days ago.
Mel is medium well done now.
Oh yeah, Mel was like, I'm gonna tan my white legs, and then they turned into just
Yeah.
a lobster.
A little bit too much.
Full sauce.
Only the tops though.
I didn't realize how quick I would burn down here, but
Oh my gosh,
it's
it was
pretty
quick.
fast.
Like we were not here long.
No.
I'm
Okay.
excited for that. Right there.
The old hot tub.
Thanks for watching, and hope to see you again maybe next time.
We don't hope. You're going to be there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
to be there.
Yeah, you gotta be there. We can't give them options because then they
Yeah,
won't, and
no,
then
you
they
have
won't
to
come
come
back. Yeah.
Because
Jeffrey's
We're at 1,000
we're
subs
only-
now, so like we're famous,
we're only
and
gonna
you're gonna
get
want to watch us
dumber.
more often. Yeah.
We're only going to get
Yeah.
dumber. Yep. I mean, funner. Gooder.
20-something
You
year
gotta
olds
do our
run our
sponsors
social
like you
media.
know.
We're not all amateurs.
What's